Hey, good morning. This is encouragement and motivation from my heart, and I hope you guys are off to a great morning this morning. Today, I'm going to be talking about, and I had to label it this because if you have not listened to the song, the Duck song, then you won't understand the title of this. But the title is tied to what I'm going to talk about today. But today is going to be called Got Any Grapes? You know, every spring the trees begin to light up with greenery and the world comes to life with the color of nature. Brown sticks suddenly become useful as they come to life with color. They bear fruit, leaves, and they provide shade. Every now and then there is one tree, though, that does not get enough sun. It doesn't get enough water, and it doesn't have enough room to grow, so it's not able to bear fruit or grow leaves or provide shade. Therefore, its only use is to provide wood for a fire. Although a fire is sometimes nice, the tree's whole purpose was to provide fruit, leaves, and shade. And of course, we get our oxygen a lot from the trees. The same is true for us. If we do not produce what we are here for on this earth, then what good are we? No, we're not a tree, but as you all know, I do love the analogies. And in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22, it says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faith, gentleness, and self-control." So this is what we're supposed to be producing in our life. And to bring this more to light, I'm going to read from John chapter 15, verse 1 through 17. And this is the story of the vine and the branches. And this is Jesus who is speaking in this. It says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. Every branch in me that does not produce fruit, he removes. And he prunes every branch that produces fruit so that it will produce more fruit. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I in you. Just as a branch is unable to produce fruit by itself unless it remains on the vine, neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. The one who remains in me and I in him produces much fruit, because you can do nothing without me. If anyone does not remain in me, he is thrown aside like a branch and he withers. They gather them, throw them into the fire, and they are burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you want, and it will be done for you. My Father is glorified by this, that you produce much fruit and prove to be my disciples." And then it just goes on and it talks about Christ-like love. "And as the Father has loved me, I have also loved you. Remain in my love. If you keep my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commands and remain in his love. I've told you these things so that my joy may be in you and your joy may be complete. This is my command: love one another as I have loved you. No one has greater love than this, to lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. I do not call you servants anymore, because a servant doesn't know what his master is doing. I've called you friends, because I have made known to you everything I have heard from my Father. You did not choose me, but I chose you. I appointed you to go and produce fruit, and that your fruit should remain, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he will give you. This is what I command: love one another." So I think that's one of the biggest things that in here too, is that oftentimes we say, you know, I'm not choosing God. Well, God already chose you. And it's our choice as far as what we're going to do after he chooses us. We're created for a purpose, and that purpose is to not just live a life of emptiness, chasing after the next new thing, but it's to produce life and it's to produce fruit. So when you eat a piece of fruit, it tastes delicious, right? And you want some more. Well, that is the case when others are exposed to the fruit that Jesus is talking about. They eventually want more and then begin seeking the one that gives the fruit, which is Jesus Christ. Now, today I tell you this not to overly talk about Jesus Christ and to push you towards him, but to create in you a sense of urgency. And for you to question, just like I questioned in my study this morning, is what are you producing in your everyday life? are you wasting it? Today, my purpose for this message is in hopes that just as it has encouraged and motivated me, that I hope it can encourage and motivate you, that you are here for a purpose and God does have a plan for your life, but you have to remain in Him and He will remain in you. That's the only way that you can fulfill this purpose that He has for you in this life. When we go about our everyday life, remember what we talked about, that the fruit of the Spirit, so the Spirit that's within you, the fruit that you're supposed to produce is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Think about that today as you go throughout your day. And this is encouragement and motivation from my heart, and I hope you guys have a great day.